Hi, welcome back. Certainly glad you could join us today.
Thanks, Bob. Isn't it so nice to have him here with us on this journey? I just love it. Okay, what are we doing today? Speak with. We are crit at the Skylift. Absolutely. Let's teleport to Summerford Farms and get away over there. We also have to slay Galagos for our marauder quest. So we will, do that as soon as we see and understand what a Galago is. Back down the Skylift, heading down into the descent. Hey look, megalo crabs are on our hunting log. And a level megalo crab, more like don't mega with me crab. Fuck. Here's weird crit. Bateron sent you out here, did he? Then consider yourself welcome at the Skylift. Look at that bloody cliff, will you? One blast of fiery hell from that huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. Let's take a look. Wow. Cargo still needs to get through though, so this mess of wood and pulleys was our solution to the problem. Well, one of them at least, if the gods were kind, and they ain't. I'd have a dozen more workers to handle me for one of the statics. New pants. What you got, weird crit? Glad I am to see ye again, lad. A wagon driver just returned in a great bloody hurry, screaming out some monstrosity would sprang out from a million corn seedling in his cargo. Seems the gutless bastard tossed him aside afore turning tail and running for his life. I need ye to head down the road, recover that seedling, and deliver it to Leolf over at Swift Perch in western Lenosia. Whatever he pays you for the cargo is yours to keep. After all, I don't rightly know what else is lurking inside that plant, and you deserve to be rewarded for your troubles. Oh, and you'll also find an aetheryte in Swift Perch, so the journey should be worth your while. Alright. Let's go recover the million cord seedling. Here's a million cord seedling. Well, I like the purple smoke, evil miasma that's coming out of it. What that means, when you see an object you can interact with, and it's got, 1 second. Alright, anyway, when you see an object you can interact with, or an area you can enter, and it has this weird purple miasma type smoke essence to it, that's usually a pretty good indication that you're going to get into a fight. So we just click on this and interact with it. And what a surprise, we're fighting. Alright, done with that, now on to Swift Perch. Mapping the realm, western Lenosia. Back in the early days, back in like 2.0 and 3.0 and 4.0, a Realm Reborn, Heaven's Word, Stormblood, you didn't actually automatically get the map revealed to you when you entered a new zone. You had to actually wander around with a blank map, discovering different zones to unlock them on your map, and you only got the achievement after you discovered every zone. And man, some of those zones were just a pain to get to. Alright. Leolf. Here's your seed, Leolf. Has Nimia herself forsaken this desolate land? Though I understood there were risks in gambling my entire fortune on a crop of million corn, I at least expected the seedling to be delivered before disaster struck. No worries, I am here. Is that my million corn seedling? Oh, joyous day. It may seem a paltry beginning, but the yield of this particular variety of cropland is nothing short of astonishing. As you have undoubtedly noticed, Swiftbridge lacks a certain, shall we say, vital energy. Thus I mean to restore a modicum of hope to its residents by growing a veritable ocean of corn. You, sir, seem fit to burst with vim and vigor. Might I persuade you to abide a while and help nurture this alien settlement? New leather jacket? Alright, gonna look cool now. Alright, let's talk to... Frelef. Alright. You there, adventurer. Cast your eyes toward the brewer's beacon. Does the light not seem uncommonly weak? It cannot possibly be bright enough to guide the ship sailing into the bay. I would march over to the lighthouse and investigate myself, but I am duty-bound to remain at my post. I would consider it a favor if you could make a visit to the brewer's beacon and see if aught has befallen Conwise, the lighthouse keeper. Alright, I'm fine with that. I'll go help. Let's go see what's going on with Conwise and his lighthouse. Well, that's a big crap. Got you now, old Six Arms. Fake. And a level up. Level 14 never felt so good. Bird? Consuise. Swiss. How you doing, bud? You say a yellow jacket sent you here? Eh? Me light's grown dim, has it? Well, of course it bloody has. The bomb what fuels me furnace is up and buggered off, you see. If I don't get that beacon fixed up soon, there will be troubles on the water. I know you're just a messenger, lad, but I can tell a adventurer when I see one. I'm gonna need you to chase down that bomb and bring back a claw what you ripped from its smoldering corpse. Take this here iron brazier and set her down in the middle of the flock, somewhere near the scarecrow, I'd say. You get a nice fire going, and that frisky bomb will soon be about. Watch you don't singe your eyebrows, lad. So we're gonna go light a fire to attract a bomb. So I guess we're kind of making a fake other bomb? Ooh, level 50. No, I won't mess with it. So I guess we're making a fake bomb to attract a bomb. So it's kind of like when Bugs Bunny would dress up as a lady to trick Elmer Fudd. That's... Oh, look, more of this purple smoke. Yoo-hoo! Bye! Knew it. Got a claw. Back to our friend, Consuise. I'm just gonna call him Con. Con, got your bomb finger. All you need to do is take down that runaway bomb and bring me one of its little claws. Gotcha, here you go, bomb claw. Ah, you got the ass, you bastard, did ye? Once I put this little firecracker on the furnace, that should keep things running for a while. I had myself a bit of a luck while you was gone, and Lim Lane cursed me if that furnace weren't all bent and broken. Small wonder the bloody bomb was able to escape. I patched things up as best I could, but I ain't no Smitty. You might want to have a chat with that yellow jacket friend of yours in Swiftbridge and have him pass the story back to someone in Limsa. No problem, Con. We are on our way. Oh, you know what? I don't think I had tuned to the etherite when I was in Swiftbridge. Gotta remember to do that. Alright, Frelef. I bring word from the lighthouse keeper. The furnace is damaged, is it? Very well, I should write up the relevant reports, but these repairs must needs be effected without delay. It seems I have another task to ask for you. A favor to ask of you, adventurer. Take yourself straight away to the Armorer's Guild, Limsa, and explain the situation to Forge Master Hananza. Great. But first, we're going to teleport to Summerford Farms so that we can get to Lower Lenosha, where our Marauder quest is. And here we are at the gate to Lower Lenosha. We're just going to go through a mine. That'll spit us out right about where our Marauder quest is, so we can finally get those stinking galagos. Oh, look! More hunting log marks. Alright, all done with rank 1 of the hunting logs. That gives us a nice little boost in experience. Like, great. 2,500 experience. That is, we need 11,000. So 2,500, that's a little less than a fifth of a level. So that's not bad for, just running around and killing things. But look, I did find the galagos. They are strange monkey-like creatures. And they're, I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty adorable. But if the guildmaster says I gotta take them out, Soothing Paintings will take them out. And that is that. So now both our quests are asking us to return to Limsa, so we're gonna do just that. Here we go. I'm at the Marauders Guild. Hey boss! Hey boss, we killed them monkeys! Welcome back, Soothing. Your actions have saved many from needless injury and anguish. But though your efforts are to be commended, there is yet much work to be done. Kujata, the object of your vengeance, has trampled a farmer's wagon as he thundered through the lands of Tiller's Rest. The foodstuffs spilled from the overturned wain have attracted all manner of hungry predators. Without produce for the market, the farmers will surely suffer for coin this season. Your duty is thus clear. Put down these raptious scavengers and preserve the cargo. Great. We will do just that, Guildmaster. Soothing Paintings has no qualms about he kills. He does it for the art. Here we are back at Summerford Farms because our new Marauder quest to investigate the wane and defeat the creatures that appear is right by Summerford Farms. So, it's almost like we planned out these quests around where the Aetherites were gonna be. Oh, another Bogal Jaw. God, he looks intimidating. Looks like this is our overturned way, and there is purple smoke coming out of it. Flame Strider. Okay, I think that's all of them. Yep, now we can go back to the Marauders Guild, so back to Limsa. Eddie Warren's in, I'm back, and I killed all those dinosaurs. Once again, your capacity for carnage has been tested and proven. The creatures you defeated, however, merely some of the many base scavengers that subsist on the scraps left in the wake of Kujata's rampages. To face Kujata himself, you yet require far more training, but do not despair, Soothing. As Axemaster and fellow Marauder, this I swear, I will not rest until I have taught you how to wring every last ounce of power from your weapon, until the blade of your axe can slice cleanly through the thickest hide, the most knotted muscle, the densest bone. This menace will fall by your hand. You may find yourself drawn to explore the possibilities offered by other disciplines in Guild. These distractions are inevitable, and perhaps necessary, but I urge you to soon return to the path of the Marauder. I do not wish your edge to dull just as you begin to show such potential. Fare you well, Soothing. You now have access to the armory system. Quests to unlock other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the receptionist in the corresponding guild. Okay, great. So this means now that we have done the level 10 class quest, we are free to join any other guild we want, whether in Limsa or in one of the other capital cities. But that's one of the cool things about Final Fantasy XIV is you can level up all your classes on this one character. I know in a lot of other MMOs, it's all about the alt game, making alternative characters to play other classes, join other factions, things like that. But in Final Fantasy, you can do it all on the one character, which I think is really neat. It's one of the things I enjoy very much about this game. Better leather jacket. Alright. I don't look too bad now. The thigh boots are kind of not working for me, but everything else looks pretty cool. Next Marauder class is unlocked at level 15, which I am just a little over 2,000 experience away from reaching level 15. So we will be returning to Warren Zone and the quest for Kujata very soon. Ananza, we are here to talk to you about a lighthouse. See these right here, these quests, the little blue exclamation point with the plus sign. These quests mean that by completing them, you will unlock something. Whether that be a new class, or a new dungeon, or a new raid or feature for the game. You will always unlock something by doing these quests. So, if you're a completionist, you'd want to make sure to do all of these quests. Unlock every class, unlock every dungeon and raid, unlock every feature you can out of the game by doing these side quests. Ananza, Guildmaster, let us speak. The furnace in the brewer's beacon needs repaired. Braygod's beard, I just sent someone out to tinker with it not a week past. Mayhap the bomb cons trapped in there was too volatile? I'll have an artisan visit the lighthouse and pay special attention to reinforcing the casing of that furnace. Your work is done here, adventurer. May the navigator guide you on your journeys. Alright, and level up, level 15. Provoke. Great thing. That move takes us right to the enmity list. So, if you're fighting and the monster you're trying to kill is too focused on your teammates, you just hit that little button and bam, you're at the top of the aggro list. And that monster will definitely start paying attention to you. Alright, looks like Hananza has another quest for us. We weren't done here, like she said. What say you to taking on some work for Naldik and Vimili? We've a great hulking warship to build, and can certainly use an extra hand for any number of tasks. For your first job, I need you to run this missive over to Otbrim, the head shipwright of the Moraby Dry Docks. We forge most of the ship's bits and pieces here at the Armorers Guild, but the actual construction takes place at the docks in the south of Lower Lenosha. That's also where you'll find the main offices of Naldik and Vimili's. The Moraby Dry Dock is one of Limsa Lamensa's most important districts, at least as far as I'm concerned, and I'm sure you'll not regret attuning yourself to the area's aetherite. If you've no confidence in your sense of direction, you'd best be served making out for the Chocobo Porters, first floor of the mizzenmast, in case you are wondering. Should you choose to make the trek on your own TV, leave the city through the Tempest Gate and follow the road south. May the navigator guide your steps. Alright, on to Moraby Dry Docks. But first, we're going to stop by the Marauders Guild and see what our Guildmaster has cooking up for us. I have a feeling it's going to be killing things. Who are we going to kill now, boss? I see you have been diligent in your training. Yes, in the 30 seconds since it's been we last talked to you, I have been very diligent in my training. You need not tell me in words. It shows in your bearing, in your unwavering gaze. It is time for you to once more lift your axe in service to the guild. There have been reports of a sizable creature roaming the outskirts of Aleport, West Solanosha. This monster is no Kujata, but the threat it presents to the locals is nonetheless sufficient to warrant our attention. It should also prove a worthy foe to test your burgeoning prowess. How to find this beast? Well, I am fortunate enough to count among my acquaintances a veteran hunter and archer by the name of Renfred. He took up residence in Aleport some years ago, and will gladly aid you in the task. With Renfred's assistance, you are to track down this prowling danger and provide its swift and bloody passage to the afterlife. May your axe swing true. Fantastic, let's go hang out with the new hunter friend and, do a little bit of murdering. But on the way to Aleport and our murdering is Morby Dry Dock, so we'll stop there. Mossless Gooboo, you're on my hunting log. I have to kill 4 of these things? Oh, there's another one. Alright, let's do it. And there is number 2 of 4, so I don't know. Maybe on the way to Morby Dry Docks or Aleport we'll see a couple more and we can kind of square this one away. You're going down, Gooboo. Alright, one more. Here we are at Morby Dry Docks. This place is just like a big shipyard. Chocobo Keep. You always want to make sure to talk to the Chocobo Keeps when you enter a new area, because they are not as fast as teleporting, obviously, but they are a fast travel service to get from settlement to settlement in case you don't have a mount and you need to get somewhere fast. Ooh, look at that big, beautiful etherite. A 2! Otbream. You have a missive for me from Forge Master Hananza? I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of the materials I ordered over a moon past. Let's see it then. Here's the missive. Ooh, cutscene. Blast and botheration. Another delay? I am well aware of the shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufferable. My apologies. The messenger does not deserve to bear the brunt of my frustration. Might I have your name? Soothing, isn't? Well, Soothing. This proud maiden you see taking shape before you is the Victory, the first new vessel to grace the docks since the Calamity. Wow, so this is the first boat they've built in 5 years. We may have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with this beauty, we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. The Victory is more than a simple warship. It is the symbol of Limsa rebirth from the wreckage wrought by the coming of the 7th Umbral Era. Thus, we are striving to complete her construction as swiftly as possible, even going so far as to hire veteran shipwrights from outside the Thalassocracy. Thalassocracy? Yeah. Yet even with such unprecedented measures, there were never enough hands to handle the abundance of tasks. Should you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there is no end of odd jobs for a hard-working adventurer. Be you fair warned. There is no place here for layabouts and troublemakers. Alright. Hey, we've got some new boots. Alright. Well, they're still big thigh boots, but at least the colors match now. That's pretty cool. Now, no helmet. We're not going to hide that beautiful hair. Otbream. Where in the seven hells is that man? Not once in 12 moons has he been late with a shipment, and now 2 whole turns of the sun without a single word. A shipmate of mine, a young man named... wow. Ferril Smid, recently left Candlekeep Key, to retrieve several crates of supplies ordered from Lince Lamenza, but has yet to return. I have sent several missives to Haldbroda, but his replies are always the same. He does not recall ever seeing the right, nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. That man knows something, but I severely doubt he is telling you the whole truth. As I cannot leave my post, I would ask you to travel to Candlekeep Key in my stead and inform Haldbroda that if he insists on playing these games, I will personally see that he is transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. Alright, journey to Candlekeep Key and relay Otberm's doubt to Haldbroda. Let's go doubt a guy. Candlekeep Key. You know, I recently learned that word key, Q-U-A-Y. You heard me mispronounce it earlier as Quay. That's what I used to call it all the time. But until I played Final Fantasy XV, and they have a key there, and they actually say it out loud. And that's how I learned the word, was playing a Final Fantasy. So, kids, don't ever let people tell you video games are good for nothing. Turtleback Island? He cannot do that, can he? I swear on my poor Nana's grave, Navigator rest her soul, I know not of this frail Smid, nor his precious supplies. Hells, we here at the Key have had enough trouble these past few suns. What with the sinking of that Lomitian cargo off the Salt Strand, I haven't the time to take a proper piss, let alone note every scrag that wanders in off the grip. Brother, tell me something. Now, the way I see it, if you have time to be standing here question my character, then you most certainly have time to get that arse of yours down to the Salt Strand and help us search for survivors of the wreck. Who knows, you may just run across... I'm just gonna call him Frill. Everyone seems so eager to find. Here's to hoping the Navigator hasn't found him first. Alright, let's head down to the beach and search for survivors. Maybe Frill's down there. Maybe he survived a shipwreck on a ship he wasn't on. Well, I'll be damned. It's Frill. Hi, I'm Frill. You say the foreman's wondering on me whereabouts? I thought he might be. But you must know, I cannot show me face at the dry docks until I've righted the terrible wrong I caused. 2 nights past, I made the trip from the dry docks to Candlekeep Key, just as the foreman asked. The seas were right rough, and the captain of the cargo ship was wary of bringing her too close to the cliffs, so I paid a few coins to a fisher to take me out to meet her. By the time we was halfway twixt shore and ship, the swells had risen nigh on 10 yalms, and 'twasn't long afore the waves had hold of us. Try as we might to steady the boat, nature's grip was too tight, and we were flung headlong into the Lomitian galley. When I awoke, both ships were gone, and the cargo I was to collect lay strewn across the salt stand. I's made every effort to salvage it, but the sands are crawling with kikrin, and I ain't one with a sword. And now you see why it is I cannot return to the dry docks. It's alright, we'll take care of it for you. You may not be good with a sword, but we are very good with an axe. Oh look, these guys are on my hunting log too. Lucky me. Tangled rigging? I don't know how that's gonna help them build the ship, but oh, here we go again. And last but oh, never mind. Hey, level up. So we got a brass helm wheel, some tangled rigging, and folded sailcloth. How is that supposed to build a ship? Alright, Frills. That night, I was tossed into the sea like some doll of rags, and it weren't long before the world around me faded to black as I slipped deeper into the abyss. But lo, the navigator wouldn't see me to the gates of the 7 hills, and I woke to find myself washed ashore, and here I's been ever since, waiting for a chance to salvage me master's cargo. Well, we salvaged it for you. The missing parts. I don't know how I can repay you. I'll deliver the supplies right away, but first I must stop by the quay so that I might pay me respects to the widow of the brave fisher who gave his life for a handful of coin. Could you tell Otbrim that I'll be back at the dry docks by daybreak? Many thanks, adventurer. I will not forget this kindness. Yeah, go on, run along. Soothing Paintings is here to be kind and comforting, and maybe teach a few things. Is this how we get to Western Lenosha? We take the ferry? Yeah, ferry bound for Ailport. Here we go! Alright, we are in Ailport. This is a place we'll be coming back to in the main story. But we're just here to do some marauder nonsense right now. Renfred. What's up, man? One of Wernzen's boys, are you? Why, I've known that Sprat since he was knee-high to a... Well, he was always kind of a big fellow, was Wernzen. And now they call him Axemaster, eh? Not a subtle lot, you marauders. So I suppose you're here to hunt down our local trouble? What you need do, then, is take yourself northwest up towards Camp Skull Valley and give a good whistle. The mean bugger you're after. His name's Patrapatin, and by the by, will come running across the weeded plains. He'll think you're trespassing on his territory, see? So you better have that cleaver of yours ready. Ashan's blessing be upon ye. Great. A tune. Okay, here's a side quest I'm gonna do because it gets you a couple of minions. You get a little puppy and a little kitty, and I want both of them, so I'm gonna do the quest. You look like an adventurer who gets around. Mayhap you have noticed the quarrels and jackals at each other's throats of late? I've never seen anything quite like it, and the bloodshed only worsens by the day. If this continues, I dare say that one of these groups will wipe out the other before long. Now, it bears mentioning that the species of Curl isn't native to Vilbrand. By rights, they shouldn't even be here. Nay, I believe they were smuggled. I know of a merchant who may have had a hand in these dealings. Her name is Rakantai, and after some probing, I've come to believe she's somehow involved. I would question her myself, but she is like to flee at the first sight of Yellow. That's where you come in. I need you to speak with her and learn all you can. Take a look around. She's bound to be nearby. Alright. Here she is. Rakantai. What's this? So they've sent you to do their dirty work. Well, you'll never take me alive. Never! Alright. Let's go find her. See, this is what I was talking about when we've got items you can interact with having the purple smoke on them. And then there's areas you can enter, like this circle here with the purple and black smoke, miasma kind of wafting around. So when you enter these circles, you're gonna find a fight. Alright, Rakantai. Rakantai? Rakanti? Tay? Alright. Jig's up. But please don't hurt me. I didn't do nothing wrong. I smuggled in the curls for breeding like ye asked, but that's it. I ain't the one sending the jackals into a frenzy, I swear. Eh? The Yellow Jacket sent ye, and not no pirates? Why the hells didn't ye say so earlier? Well, you've caught me. I am behind the curls in Ailport. Those good-for-nothing pirates had me breed jackals for 'em, too. With the right training, they make for nasty watchdogs and the like. But the pirates wanted more, and that's why they asked me for the curls, that they did. I smuggled them in, but the pirates took them before I could finish the job. Suppose they didn't want to wait for the breeding, but the buggers let them escape, and now they have jackals on the loose trying to get rid of the curls and clean their mess. I'm a victim as well, you know. Aye, they paid good coin for the animals, but now they got folk chasing after me, wanting to cover their tracks, I'm sure. You hurry and tell those yellow jackets I ain't to blame, you hear? Sounds like you're to blame. But, since I'm such a nice guy, hashtag nice guy, I will tell them to lay off. Sweebidoos. Ah, you're back. What can you tell me of Rakantai's dealings? She claims to be a victim as well. It was her greed that brought the Corals to Vilbrand, and she is sorely mistaken to think the Yellow Jackets will turn a blind eye. Mark my words, she will be held accountable. At any rate, we now know why the Curls and Jackals are trying to tear each other to shreds. The pirates have been quite careful not to leave any clues, but we've managed to capture Rakantai's assailants. They're being questioned as we speak, and it won't be long before we track down the pirates. Don't worry, friend, the Yellow Jackets will see them brought to justice. In the meantime, there's still the matter of Rakantai and the beasts running amok in the fields. I shudder to think what may happen should the Jackals and Curls continue fighting for much longer. I have a plan, but your assistance is essential to its success. Let me know when you are ready to begin. Alright, and now that unlocks Man's Best Fiend, and Curiosity Killed the Curl. So we accept these. See, this one is rated a wolf pup. Rakantai is admitted to breeding jackals for pirates, but I fear she may be concealing more to be smuggled elsewhere. I bid you speak with her once more to prove my suspicions true. If she wishes to play the role of victim, perhaps this time she will be more forthcoming with information. Tell her that although we cannot grant her impunity, her cooperation will ensure a lighter sentencing.
Oh shit, you got 420,000 fucking blazing, brother.
And see, this one rewards you with a Curl Kitten. Now then, we need to do something about the Curls running wild in Vilbrand. Jackals have greatly reduced their numbers, but the presence of Curls will upset the balance of predation in Ailport. Given time, they will establish a breeding population, and perhaps even prey upon more than just animals. A large number of merchants, sailors, and travelers pass through Ailport daily, meaning a great many people will be at risk unless we stop the Curls here and now. As much as it pains me to say this, they must be done away with. I like this no more than you, but we Yellow Jackets must put the safety of the people above all else. Reports indicate that Curls were last sighted somewhere in Skull Valley. When you are ready, pray seek them out and do what needs to be done. Well, this is a bummer. Rakantai! The Yellow Jacks want to know if I'm hiding more jackals? Fine, I'll come clean if it means preserving me liberty. All the jackals are long gone, but there's a wolf pup I was looking after not too far from here. Jackals are easy to come by in Ailport, but wolves? You can be sure folks will pay good money for them. With the Yellow Jackets breathing down my neck of late, I haven't had time to care for him. The poor thing's probably too weak from hunger to move. I'll tell you where I hid him, but if you want to take him, best move now. What with the Curls running wild, killing the pirates, jackals and all, it won't be long before they start snooping about for more animals to train. I have to warn you though, he may be a pup, but he'll likely make a meal of anyone who gets close to him. Try winning over his stomach with this here succulent bone. If it ain't enough, try rubbing his belly to soothe him. You can't bet he'll be following you around everywhere. I left the critter in Quarterstone. Hurry, before the pirates find him. Alright. We're gonna go give a succulent bone to a pup. But first, we're gonna go take care of a Curl. Those animals I killed were on my hunting log. I didn't kill them for no reason. Baby Coral. Mew mew. Mew mew. The baby Coral looks at you affectionately. Great. Now we got a little baby cat. And another hunting log done. Now I just gotta kill 2 more of these pelicans. Pelicans defeated. And look, our marauder quest is right here. Purple smoke means fight coming. Alright, fantastic. Let's go. Pook hatchling. You're gonna be not a live hatchling. Level up, and we can check Pook hatchling off the hunting log list. Boy, things are coming up, paintings. Alright, that'll be the last. Nope, we gotta kill 1 more dodo, but first, we found a little starved pup. Grrr. Oh, he's gurring. Let's give him a bone. Yep, yep, yep. Now we have to soothe the poor pup. Now that he's full, we just need to give him a little belly rub. And he'll be our best friend. Sniff, sniff. Awesome. Back to Aleport. Holy shit, man, you forgot to kill the dodo. Rebuild. I heard from Rakantai you went looking for a starved pup in Quarterstone. Did you have any luck? Why, yes, I did. Ah, so this is the pup Rakantai has been hiding. Well done. She was here not long ago, as a matter of fact. It seems she is willing to cooperate with the authorities and help set things right. But that's not all, friend. While you were searching for this pup, a group of pirates related to the investigation were taken into custody. We couldn't have done it without your help. The ringleader is yet to be found, but perhaps now Aleport can enjoy a moment of respite. All that remains is what to do with this pup. He seems to have taken a liking to you. Perhaps it would be best if you looked after him. There's simply no room for him at headquarters, and letting him wander about on his own is out of the question. I realize how sudden this is, but please give him a good home. I will give him the best home. But first, let's talk about this kitten. Welcome back, adventurer. How did you fare against the Corals in Skull Valley? I found a baby. I see. So this baby Curl is all that remains. It is truly a shame it came to this. Most of the jackals died fighting against Curls, but it would seem you slew the pirates' last litter while saving this one. Let us at least take solace in knowing the bloodshed is ended. There is a bit of good news to be had, however. I received word not long ago that a group of pirates related to our investigation Oh, you're telling me about the same pirates again. Great. To instigate such carnage without scruple, the true animals in this case have been placed behind bars. With any luck, their leader and remaining members will join them shortly. But what to do with this baby Curl? He seems quite fond of you, almost as if you were his father. The Yellow Jackets are not fit to care for a Curl, especially when full grown. But we cannot simply release him back into the wilds. I suppose there is only one option. Friend, I leave this baby Curl in your capable hands. I'm sure you will do what's best for him. I will do absolutely what's best for the little baby kid. Look at his little tail wag. He's so excited. Oh, and he's got a little scarf on him. Boy, he just looks great. Now, back to Moraby Dry Docks to continue the main story. Brim, I found a wolf and it's a puppy. I also found a kitty. I am relieved to hear that both Frills and the supplies were unharmed, though it was foolish for him to believe that I would blame him for that much was obviously out of his hands. You see, there was no storm that day, and the seas here adjacent to the dry docks were as calm as a slumbering child. This leads me to believe that any troubles the ships encountered off the Candlekeep Quay was of a less natural sort, the sort which the Sahagin have been known to conjure. Oh, the Sahagin are conjuring storms. Talk to me, Abiram. Soothing. While I originally had doubts about your motives, you have repeatedly proven yourself an asset to Naldic and Vimilis. I still do not like you, but that does not mean I do not trust you. Alright, fair. Gimthada, head of the watch here at the Dry Docks, believes that pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory, and she requires assistance investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. I have recommended you for the task. Thank you. Despite all Limsa endured before, during, and following the calamity, the fact that there are still those who would turn their backs on the city-state so that they might line their pockets with a few handfuls of coin, just the thought of it sickens me. Alright. He just pointed, so I guess we're going this way. You know, every time I come to the Moraby Dry Docks, there are people AFK right here at the top of the stairs. I don't know what they're doing, or where they came from, or anything. All I know is that they're just standing here. All day, every day. Different people, but always standing here. One inside the other, not moving an inch away from keyboard. It just baffles me. Gimthada, let's talk. Ah, yes, I had a feeling you would be the one Outbrim sent. Since you first arrived at the Moraby Dry Docks, I have had my men watch you. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I make it a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It is simply protocol. And you'll be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you, which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Very well then. I assume Outbrim informed you of what your task would entail. The pirates we believe are conspiring to raid the dry docks were last seen making camp near the ancient stone called the Mark of the Spinner. I would have you approach the men, posing as a lost adventurer, and see if you cannot somehow learn their intentions. Chinango, stationed at the rear gate, can provide you with an exact location of the camp. Alright, let's go talk to some pirates, see what they're up to, see if they're nefarious or not. But first we have to talk to Kanango. Soothing! Haha, I knew it. No more sardines for Kanango. Tonight I shall dine to the finest salmon on the peninsula. Why? Well, I had a little wager with going with some of the other guards on who Outbrim would recommend for the next job. My money was on you. Oh, sweet, we made you some money. Always glad to be of help. Kanango. Ah, the job. Yes, of course. If you follow the road past the gates to the southeast, you will eventually come to a barren cape with a single large stone half buried in the cliff overlooking the sea. Followers of the 12 say it's a holy place dedicated to Nimia, the spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there were aware of that, though. So this little area, this spinner area that we're going to where these pirates are, there were actually 12 of them around Eorzea, and they're all stones dedicated to the 12 gods of the Eorzean pantheon. And oh, look, hunting logs. So these stones are religious. See, here's one right here with Nimia's symbol carved into it. And all 12 of these stones dotted around Eorzea, they are essentially focus points for prayer and worship of the 12 deities. And back at the end of 1.0, when the calamity happened, these were the stones, these were the areas where the Scions were praying and fervently wishing for the 12 to appear and save them from Dalamud, the moon crashing down and releasing Bahamut. So in the 2.0 opening video, you see Louisoix using magic and the Scions praying at these altars. And they actually summoned the 12. And the 12 formed this cage around Bahamut, and using that cage and the reserve of his life and magic, Louisoix was able to avert the calamity and prevent the end of the world. And also, when you get married in this game, there is actually a quest you have to do where you have to seek out and travel to each one of these stones, you and your partner, and you have to submit yourselves to the deities to prove that you really do want to be together. And it's a fun quest, it's kind of romantic. And it's just something cool you get to do if you ever are lucky enough to find that special someone in Final Fantasy. But enough talk, let's kill. Alright, another hunting log entry down. Now let's have a chat with the disreputable pirate and his two loyal scrags.